Good afternoon, folks. I'm just, not only just checking in, I just wanted to talk about because people think it's weird to, excuse me, just be celibate. Like, it's not a weird thing. And I've done this like 4 or 5 times. Um, Spaced out between 2 to 5 years was one time. It's a good way to cleanse yourself out. So, like, let's say if I did cabbage, because I think that's good, get the fat out your brain, right? And then I did some beets, which is good to flush out, like, look, the diseases or shit that gets stuck in your blood, like from your hypertension to maybe sometime your thyroid, maybe sometime your diabetes. I say maybe, but stronger than a maybe. And you're not having sex. So along with you doing that, you're cleansing that too. When you cleanse out those areas and then you're cleansing down there. So, all that good shit like that. Plus, like all of your openings, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hoo-ha, and that one that on that backside. There are ways to get things inside of you, and if you don't want it, you can't. You don't expose it to it. And then it's not saying that you don't want it. It's more on the lines of I like to be careful, meaning I like talking to a person, building a rapport with a person. We all laugh, joke, haha, and the friendship grows into something. I don't really think that I've done it any other kind of way. It's like if I tried it any other kind of way, it kind of, I don't know, it don't work right. Meaning, you had that fun for that little while, but that's what that is, But either way it go, you start acting crazy. Oh yeah, I ain't using this down there no more for a minute. I done had people hide in my bushes, hide behind stop signs, smell my underwear, hiding across the street, follow me around, all that shit. Hell, that shit's still being done now, you know. But I've never not done it. And it helps you to think better. It helps you to create, manifest, connect more dots inside and outside. Focus, you know. Plus, one of the big problems that I have, and I'm not saying that nobody else got the problems I got, and this really shouldn't be a problem. And after I explain the problem, I'll explain why I don't think it should be a problem. Okay? So, I have natural women, titties, natural ass too. And it's like a cute face. But it's one of them things where when men look at you automatically, the lust just come, in their eyes quick. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's what you feeling, that's what you feeling, Um, so if I ain't feeling that though, you can't hold me to it type thing. That's me. And I don't want to be the type of woman that lead with my breast and my ass. I'm not denouncing the fact that I have them and that I could use them. I just don't choose to use them because I look at the other saying, when that shit get old, what you got? Your brain, you know. So when I do start to shrivel, you know, I don't want the man to leave me because I'm shriveling. You know, I want him to understand that, you know, that's a natural part to life. Everything ain't gonna always stay in those places it's supposed to unless you working at it, you know. And not saying that we shouldn't work at it. We should. But I don't want it to be the main focus. Like outside of having sex or making love or effing around, no matter what you want to call it, I feel like you should be able to have a conversation in between that, you know, be able to laugh, talk, just, you know, politic on some other shit. It all can't be on that unless both of y'all minds is just, that's where it's at. And that's a different story if that's where it's at. But in my opinion, you just don't lead with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but you don't lead with it. And it's like the narrative that people are trying to spin on me is that, you know, that's something I lead with. I never had. You know, I don't even like it when people say, hey, I want to introduce you to somebody. And I get pissed. And I'm like, why the fuck you want to introduce me to somebody? Like I can't get somebody myself. Like, I understand I'm cute. I can snag a nigga anytime. A man anywhere. You know? But nah. I'll say hello. How you doing? But a lot of times I don't even want to go on a date with somebody that somebody else then told them about me. Because to me, it's like it's always a hidden agenda somewhere that I ain't down for. Like the bullshit, you know, I'm in now. That I won't even supposed to be a part of because I ain't even agreed to it, don't know nothing about it, or, you know, wanted to care in those areas. But this is what other people, hey, that's their thing. So a lot of this type shit is against my will. And so basically all I'm conversating about is my free will. Because these fucking psychos thought that they could take it and thought they could mold it and make it into what they wanted it to be and get money, you know, off of me like that. So it kind of fucks up your plans when I'm making sure I tell people I don't do none of the shit that you want me to do. That bitch that look like me, you can get that motherfucker. She can go to town. You know what I mean? But not me. I don't do that. I ain't better than nobody else or nothing like that, but you gotta think. I keep talking about that I died before, right? And I've died a couple of times. You know, guess what? If you overindulge in sugar too much, and if you don't get your diabetes regulated, you can die from that shit. You can die from another silent killer of a heart attack, thyroid, cancer, you know, Alzheimer's, ulcers, fibroids. Let's see. My bladder was nicked, pregnant in my tubes. shit, infection from when they cut me open. Then they turn around and cut my ass open again in the same fucking area. You know, benign tumor in my breast. I can keep going on. You know, I ain't kidney problems. You know, so all of this is fuck, man. This shit won't mine. So it's like everything I got at different times, I heal myself from all the shit I got. Now, when you know how to heal yourself from that, and you do all the proper shit that the doctors tell you to do, you exercise, you start eating right, you know, that's a dedication. You know, I don't know another way to tell people I'm dedicated about my fucking life, not my death. And so I never wanted to purposely do some shit too much that I'm the actual person causing my death. You know, I should be able to put some limitations on myself and say, I don't need them fucking cakes. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that soda. And guess what? Even if my ass is fat and out of breath, let me tell you what I did when I was like that. I got 2 dogs. I got a pit and I got a lab. At 2 years old, they was like 80 pounds each. Shit, they pulled me. When I couldn't pull myself, I still was stepping until I was able to high step it, jog, and then run. You see what I'm saying? But all of it takes a dedication. Like, sex is a dedication. Effing is a dedication. Love is a dedication. Keep in mind, you can overindulge in anything. You really can. Because you don't even know. You got to understand what your strengths and weaknesses are. And you can't let your weaknesses overpower your strengths. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a weakness in an area, if you don't feel comfortable yourself putting a limit on yourself, I'm telling you what I do. I ask God to enforce the limit that I set. So that's like me forcing myself to be accountable. And I'm also saying too that I don't do nothing like overindulgent. Too much of it. It's like too much of anything will cause your death. It's really simple. So you'll know if you're doing too much of something. Your body will start to ache. You get different cravings for certain shit. The weight weighs you down. You can't function. You know what I mean? Or if it's the sex category, you might get just, obsessed. You might not understand the difference between love and lust. I even step back in that area too. And I would ask myself and I would ask the person that I'm with. Because I want to know. Is this just a sex thing or is this some more? Because you gotta understand just what you're doing, you know. And if I get a feeling that I'm just overdoing something or my emotions is gonna just go more to the left than what I would like for it to do, I take a pause. I fall back. You know, it's to just get clarity and understanding. not just of a person, but of myself. I know what my limits are, what my triggers are, what I will tolerate, what I won't tolerate, and even the type of relationships that I want to get into. I don't let nobody else control me. That's what whomever these people that keep fucking with the niggas when they want to come and talk to me or whatever. Like, what is it? Why you're not getting this car wet? I'm getting goggles. What? Goggles. They in the trunk? No, they're right here. Oh. Right here, look here. Oh. I'm like, what in the world? Alright. Are those really gargles? Goggles? Yeah. Dang, I thought they was like to cut grass. What? Later. Wait, what? They look like some construction glasses. 3, 2. Bye. And it's like everybody want to be concerned about my love life. So just think, if you didn't orchestrate your own love life, somebody else orchestrated your love life. And they wanted to steer it in a certain direction for a certain outcome. They're pretty upset that they're not getting the outcome that they want for me. Those same people are not understanding that it is not their life. It is my life. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're trying to do. I don't care what your position is. You're going to realize that, I'll rank all of y'all motherfuckers, and you don't control shit with me. If you think you can continue to do that, God meets you with some real heavy shit, because you can really get death for doing this. It's kind of like, not only you poking the bear, not only are you trying to torment, fuck up a person's equilibrium and fuck up their psyche, you want to turn them into one of them mindless beings that you already have, that'll just march into a room and just start fucking. No. I know you people from the past. You had a good thing going because all of it was done energetically. Maybe somebody here or there came to me and I liked them and we talked and we might have hit it off. But then you go back and you link with these crazy motherfuckers, and then y'all have an energetic link and an energetic cord. So it's like, I understand why you concerned about my love life, because you want me to start fucking something. Then so you can know what I'm messing with. And then you can go and pull from it. No. Not only is man not in control of that area of my life or any area of my life, but, I gave that shit to God. So when you start, like, you've been fucking with it, y'all men and y'all women, because you fucking with a divine connection. That's number one. And so when you doing that, violation after violation after violation, that shit ends up going to fucking death. You don't even realize how close to death you are by doing the shit that you're doing. Because when the natural world needs someone like myself. What you're not understanding is this. You think the natural world has to consult with you first. And you need to approve of what the natural world needs. No. The natural world is controlled by God, not man. Okay? So the reason why I'm needed as much as I'm needed, and you can't get rid of me, and you can't suck me into a different reality, is because I keep saying the same thing. That was never my destiny. You're trying to give me someone else's destiny. And for doing that, you just die. That's just, because God gets tired of just fucking with you and dealing with you. And it ain't that type of death where you come back and you in another body. You want to try this shit again. Nah, you're at a point where God sees it like, we just gonna toss their ass into the abyss, scratch their spirit, scratch their soul. We ain't making another replica of this bullshit. Because this bullshit is too fucking constant. It's too fucking fucked up. It's too hell bent on keeping motherfuckers in hell when even the people in goddamn hell don't want to be there. And then even when the people that's running hell come after innocent people like myself and then try to place them and put them in hell because they get some type of sadistic pleasure off of it. God said no. You know what no mean? No, motherfuckers. Period. So the gods, the angelic world just hope that you understand shit by just a motherfucker talking to you. But y'all people is a little, y'all motherfuckers ain't screwed. Some shit is, goddamn, some shit is just not working. You know what I mean? See, it's no spell that y'all got on my crib, on me, my love life, or nothing. This is something I do for myself often. That means when I let you go, I let everything go that has to deal with you. I ain't harboring no resentment. I ain't even doing no judging. I don't give a fuck what you doing, where you at, who you with. You know what I'm saying? How you thinking? Is you fucking something? I don't care. I don't care. Your life is your life. And guess what? My life is my life. So, I know who the right one is. And I know who the wrong ones are too. And I'm leaning more towards that right. Now, you might think that you got some form of control of making sure people don't come to me or talk to me or be around me and all. I don't even know who the fuck you are to think that like you really have that much control, because you actually have none at all. This has to be a thing of your ego, which is super inflated, by the way. And you're in an illusion. Gosh almighty. A big one. And it's going to take you a long time to come off of that goddamn roller coaster. And when you do, it's going to break your ass. Automatically. Because let's say you think you're giving out some form of dominance and control to a person or to many people. And you realize they've been free all this time. And you thinking that they're submitting to your will. In reality, they've been doing their will the whole time. See, your will might be where you want to go out, you want to do stuff, you want to be seen, you want everybody in your face, da 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 da. You want to be hitting something all the time. You want to, you know what I'm saying? That might not be for that other person. You know, I got plenty of opportunities where I want to go out. What the fuck do I want to go out with anybody around here? I see how fucked up y'all are. I know how fucked up y'all are. And I choose not to just intertwine myself with the fucked up shit. Because when you want to kill to harvest off of somebody, when you want to try to take over the deed to their house to harvest off of somebody, when you want to put them in harm's way, rob them, put them in a hospital, you know what I'm saying, and deprive them of love, hope, faith, belief, God, and just all kinds of just crazy ass shit. You ain't doing nothing. Fucking all that shit up for yourself. Because, you know, you look at me and you see something. But what you see is your shit not bothering my ass. It's bothering you. You ever thought about that you should vocalize some of your actions? You know, are you that fucked up where you can't even vocalize some of your actions? You know? You know what I'm learning? A lot of y'all men don't know how to express your feelings. You know? So I'm thinking, like, if you don't feel it in your dick, you think it's not a real feeling. Well, you get feelings from your heart too, your brain. You get feelings from you know, the little chills and shit you get all over your body and all that. But you're blocking all that out for, I don't know, I guess the cheap thrills. And I ain't even tripping. You can go and actually get all of those cheap thrills. Why the fuck is everybody worried about me? And why I ain't doing it? Because, you know, it's an easy way to cipher abundance of any kind. You know, that's the most powerful hold. Ooh, I'm good. Nobody works this motherfucking hard to just get that shit up, throw that shit away. Hell no. You know, all that shit I said I did, all that shit really fucking happened to me. And I recovered from all that shit plus more. I ain't going backwards. Shit, I won't ever trying to go backwards then. Every ordeal, I kept pushing forward. Motherfuckers kept putting stumbling blocks. So those hurtful things, harmful things, insulting things, invisible forms of betrayal things come with consequences and prices that I'm not paying. And it's not my fault that, you know, just groups of y'all that decided to attack me. All of y'all made your own decisions, you know, to do that. And that doesn't concern me. So, you know, right person to come along. And then I'll swirl in and have myself a good time. Swing from some chandeliers and shit. But until then, I'm vibing with myself. I already understand that people don't want me to be fully in alignment, but I've been fully in alignment for almost 2 years. Just because you ain't know that don't mean that was gonna stop some shit for me. I'm trying to get y'all motherfuckers understand. You ain't stopping shit for me. Even when you thought you was stopping some shit, you still won't stopping shit for me. It was God that told me, hey, don't get on no fucking social media. It was God that told me, yo, take this time out for yourself. Get yourself together. When motherfuckers is plotting and planning and shit and putting you in the hospital all the goddamn time where you going for a surgery or some stupid ass shit every 2-3 motherfucking days. Or having a big ass surgery sometime once a week. It's a whole no. 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 I made sure to get rid of all the little devils and demons and energetic cords and harvest folk and trifling folk and leech folk and money hungry. I just, you know, you got to figure out on your own what you need to do to increase your abundance that is hooked to yourself. And for you folks that aren't that great of people, you know what the answer is. You're going to have to be nice. You're going to have to start respecting some folk. You're going to have to do some good deeds. You're going to have to get a job. You're going to have to right your wrongs and shit like that you don't want to do. And it might just be real difficult for you, but you'll come to realize that it's not. Once you do it, you start to feel some relief. Even if you're not ready to be nice to other people, how about just start being nice to your motherfucking self? Then you won't be thinking so much about hurting another person. Whether you get pleasure out of hurting a person or you just so determined to get their gifts or have their life or do more experiments on them. No more experiments. It's been proven even since I was a damn kid. You're not going to get no more money to even, oh God, to run your experiments on me and shit, you dummy. Stop. And I don't understand why that's a sick, twisted thing there. When you could just say, hey, I think this person is my person. Let's see. By talking to her. You know, guess you wanted to get money off of me in any which way you can. You know it's fucked up when they put you in that seat, the little test dummy seat. That's why you making all this fuss, bruh. You don't want to be a little test dummy in a little seat. You want to be the test giver. I told you. The hunter is now the haunted. So, but y'all don't believe in damn God. You know, I ain't gonna even say Christianity or any other. You just don't believe in God. So, I ain't even trying to convince you. It's like, you see it. You know it. You just don't want to believe it. You know? And even though you've said, hey, I know we've done everything, but I think we should just do one more. I just need some funding. Just a little bit more because I want to do this right here. Put yourself on that table. Shit. Since you so powerful and shit, since you saw all that, put yourself on that motherfucking table. Let them poke and pry on your ass. See what you discover off of your shit. You know what I'm saying? Let people experiment off of you. Maybe it is your turn, don't you think? You know, it's your season now. You get it? Ain't no more karma for me, period. Rest of my life, period. Ain't shit nobody can do to give me karma. Like y'all was setting up, planning fake karma for me. And I survived it. But you know that's going to be real karma for you. Because you have not survived it. It is counted for points for me and my bloodline. Whether you like it or not, ain't shit you can do to like humiliate me or nothing. Nothing. Can't do shit. You know? Because guess what? This is for anybody. You ain't got no more karma in the ethers. No bad karma. All you got is good karma. Good karma is called dharma. You come from up there first. Then you come here. So if I ain't got nothing up there, I won't have nothing here. There's nothing to manifest under a moon in the dark of the night when your witches get together, or when everybody want to just start talking shit. That's why I told y'all, shit, you ain't doing shit but talking shit about yourself, because that's where it's going. Right back to your motherfucking self. Because when I eliminated magic being done on innocent people around the world, whoever speaks that shit out their mouth, that's who getting it. So all you doing is just speaking death over yourself and increasing those endings for yourself. Because there's a reversal effect happening. If I was born with no karma and I kept myself karma clean, whole 45 years, and everything that was done was planned, and I went through that, right? All that was doing was building up more dharma for me, because I didn't know about it, but when it hit my desk or my table, I dealt with it. So it doesn't put me in a lower state of being. It doesn't put me in a lower vibration. You know, what you do puts me at a lower vibration temporarily, because all my life I've already known how to raise my vibration. Because like I said, when you constantly do shit to people, they become immune. They figure out what they need to do, how they need to be, what they need to watch out for, what they will and won't tolerate. It becomes like I was saying, the game. You play the game with my life, and you mad that I actually won my own fucking game. What you're not understanding is, if I enter that game and I find all the hidden gems on that level, and I keep my lives, I don't die, and I go all the way through it, and they give me an extra life, I still got it, right? It's the same with karma. You gave me karma. That was the hidden places within that level of that type of karma. I went through the whole fucking thing. Figured all that shit out. Pulled out all the hidden gems. Solved all of those shits. Got an extra life. Then y'all hit me with something else. That's like levels. Different types of karma is like levels. And as you pass them, You automatically remove a curse. You remove a devil. You gain life, acceptance, reverence, rank, favor, growth, maturity. It just keeps going. Don't matter what your clothes look like on your body. Don't matter, how your hair done, what your face look like, what your breasts, it don't matter that shit. That shit is that outside appearance. I keep telling y'all the gods don't care about the motherfucking vessel. Y'all do. That's our job to take care of that. They care about your brain and your heart. They don't care about that other shit. Because when you come to earth, there's certain shit you are supposed to be responsible for. You want your food?
Yes.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby. And you can't make nobody else responsible for that. You see what I'm saying? So even all the attacks of the various kind, you are attacking my vessel. I took the time to understand my vessel. Period. Because I learned how to heal my vessel. I learned to pay attention to my vessel. I researched my own vessel. I didn't have to go to school to be a nurse or a doctor to figure me out. You can be your own thought for your own life. Okay? So, even though you put me through all this fuck shit, I passed all of it. I didn't fail. You know what that did? Gave me more life, more life, more life, more life. Kept doing it. More life, right? And then when you had me secluded, or you thought you had me secluded, and even if it was part y'all that had me secluded, and part God that had me secluded, I ain't go nowhere. I ain't used those lives. I still got them. That record won't change. I went through the shit. I get credit for it. It's under my soul. It's under my spirit. That's like your username and password. What's up?
Is the phone in here?
Is it in here?
No. I gave.
You ain't give it to me.
I did.
No, you did not. You did not. So don't even say that. And I just bought that phone. So you need to go on in there and look for it. It is not in this seat.
Can you hold this real quick?
Oh.
I'm going to check.
So that means you ain't gonna get credit for none of my shit.
Hold it.
Leave the door open.
Alright.
You're not gonna get credit for none of my shit. You might have thought you was gonna get credit for it, right? Because you set it up that way. You know, every thought turns into a plan, and it's an orchestrated event. It's not impromptu. It's an orchestrated event. It's an orchestrated event because it comes from somebody else, somewhere else. It does not come from me. I wouldn't plan an event against myself. So, when your energy enters my energy, right? They can tell. They're going to say, wait a minute. This not her. We ain't been talking to her. We've been talking to this fucker right here. These fuckers. You get it? Because the earth is on a 12-year cycle. Just like 12 on the clock, 12 months. It's a 12-year cycle. So you can play the game like, hey, I'm going to be bad for 6 years. And then I'll be good for 6 years. Yeah. Not if you don't know where your karma will stand. that's playing Russian roulette with your life. And then on top of it, when you causing problems for people, you just racking up a shitload of negative karma. And then you ain't putting no good shit out there. You ain't got nothing to balance it out. Then on top of it, okay, let's say if some good shit come to you and you trash it, more negative karma. Life is the same. Heaven, earth, hell, spirit, universe, it's the same shit. Okay? And you gotta treat it like it's worth something. And if you treat it like it ain't worth shit, they expect to die. And most of the time not come back. But if you value life, value yourself, value other people, it's like you get to stay. Grow, flourish, learn, grow more. Keep getting more life. You know, your immortality just stays. You know? So, if I know if I don't involve my soul or my spirit or my mind or my heart or my body, and I protect my outside vessel and my inside vessel, and I thought through everything, I didn't rush, I didn't accuse people that shouldn't been accused. You know, I ain't throw nobody under the bus. I didn't commit no heinous acts. And even with the situations that were before me, yes, I could have reacted certain ways. But that would be not reacting out of any form of intelligence. You know? And then it's like, if you decide to use the internet, why wouldn't you use it in a productive way when you know everything could be traced? Everything. Ain't nothing closed off to nothing nowhere. Like, you got an IP address on the computer, you got an IP address on your phone. Shit, they still got the lines for the damn dial-up phone. It's fiber optics up under the ground. It's towers. I mean, y'all done watch CSI, FBI, and Law and Order and all this shit. But I don't think you really learning nothing. You know? So, I will have relations with who I want to have relations with. But no, I ain't putting myself out there to have relations just because, you know, I'm popping now or something. You know, even when God was like, hey, you know, your soulmate out there, and you gotta get to know who he is, right? And God was telling me, like, you know, your twin flames with an S, you can have multiple twin flames because twin flames vibrate off of frequency. So in one of my writings, I would say a station where I live that a variety of people would watch or listen to, because I'm using a radio station, right? 97.1. And you can be a 97.1 frequency. But then there's another radio station that's a 97.5. You can be a 97.5 frequency. What you should be fucking with, your vibrational energetic frequency match. If you're a 97.1, you're going to rock with a 97.1 person. You know how you're going to know that that's what you're doing? Because your energy will attract that. And then that is all your energy will attract until you change, raise your vibration. The way you raise your vibration is not taken from people. It's learning shit and learning people, you know, and you grow. Then you grow to a 97.5. Then you can grow to a 97.9. And now every level, you know how they say new devil? Every level could also be that you passed it too. When you pass 97.1, 97.5, you heal from it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no quarrels with those 97.5 folk or those 97.1 folk. Eventually you can go back around them, or you see them out, you can say hello, and you ain't tripping. You know, you can start back talking to them, and then whatever they're saying, whatever they're doing, if it's still negative, it's not going to bother you. It's not going to interfere with your growth. They won't be able to drop you back down to, if you are 97.9. They're not going. They can't. They can't drop you back down to a 97.1. Even if there's a devastation, you still will energetically attract 97.9 type people that will come and aid you and support you, you know, and tend to you. Yes, you know, if you don't cut those energetic cords, them 97.1s can come around, but they still can't really affect you, because you could be like, yo, you know, I'm trying to heal from XYZ. I don't need that extra shit. This is my house. So, can you go? Just doing that right there raises your vibration. People gotta stop thinking small, you know. But instead of you saying you want to control somebody else's life, you need to think about controlling yours first. You can't control nobody else, it's not even your child, if you can't control yourself. That's all God be really trying to say to folk. So before you start running your mouth, you know, throwing dirt, salt on somebody's name and trying to make them feel like shit, you know, thinking you lowering something. No, all you doing is lowering your actual own vibration that's within you. You digging it, it's like a hole. You digging that pit, going, because your pit is your stomach. You all you doing, you just got closer to your own devil, and then your devil starts to rear his or her head. And everybody starts to see it because you kept running your mouth, putting it on Front Street. Even you think when you talking about somebody else, reality you talking about yourself. So why was any of this not a problem for me? Because I don't view myself how y'all view me. I know that that's a fabrication of a viewpoint, because the people that are talking that shit, they done been around me. They know I don't act like that. They know I don't do that shit. You know, this is a way for the magic that they paid for that shit to work. It's the opposite. Since I'm a good person, you gotta talk bad about it. So you can appear to be the good person. But your good person mask falls off every time that real good person keep raising that vibration. So let's say you did some work and you went from 97.1 up to 97.9, but all the chaos and conflict and violence or whatever that you caused and a person made it through that, they're at 102. So you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to cause another problem. It should bring her back down to 97.1. No, she's mastered that. He's mastered that. So they know how to think on a 102 level, 102 mind, 102 body, 102 heart. And they like, oh, this is a 97.1 type of incident. And since I've passed that, I know that it's a hurdle. Since I already know how to run and jump hurdles, it ain't no hurdle for me. That is life, people. What you put out counts for you or against you. What you pay for is the bad shit that you put out. If you don't put out no bad shit, it's no bad shit you got to pay for. So I don't have to be a Bible thumper, a religious thumper to win out here. That actually makes it worse for yourself too. It's kind of like God get pissed off. Cause you got to I wash them clothes, them comforters and shit. But you got the information right there. And you know about spirit. You just choose to ignore the shit in the Bible that could elevate you, or in the Quran that could elevate you, or any literature that could elevate you. You chose to ignore it. And then you chose to ignore your responsibility on how to utilize it. Because you just go under the umbrella that, hey, I'm covered because I go to XYZ church. You know, I attend such and such. I operate with this faith. And it's didn't help me this far. Well, God be saying, like, I hear what you're saying, but there ain't no action. That's a fucking pamphlet. Are you the spokesperson for the pamphlet? You just one of the promoters passing that shit out? You know? Because I got some real shit that you know you supposed to have been doing to show the people that you be putting them motherfucking pamphlets out to that you about my shit. So God be like, damn, you really not. You playing an immature version of life. You're acting immature too as you do it. Because you know right from wrong too. So you know certain shit you really not supposed to be doing, saying, whatever. Why the hell you think when after people do some dumb ass shit, fucked up ass shit, they want to go somewhere and repent and talk to some goddamn body? You already knew that shit was wrong in the first fucking place. And you knew you was gonna feel some type of way too. So, knowing that, why would you do it? It cannot be a thing where you say, I did not know. But I know that there is a part where you can say you did not know. That's the spell work part. That's why I dismantled that shit. Because if somebody else has you under an illusion, that's them fucking up your life. That ain't even you fucking up your life. That's how God is able to regulate and balance out things and you still keep your life. Because God already realized somebody trying to play his spot in your life. And God will say, I'm their real motherfucking daddy. Not you. And all you got to think about is this. Would you really let another motherfucker abuse your child? Would you really let another motherfucker insult your intelligence? Take advantage of you. Take advantage of your kids. And you don't do shit. So if you wanted to traffic me, before you think about it, you should think about if you was trafficked. How the fuck would you feel? Would you be in some forgiving mode of weird acceptance? Like, I don't know. It's kind of like it needs to be discussed, but it needs to be done away with. Hey, babe. And not swept under the rug. It just doesn't need a life anymore. Because it doesn't serve a purpose. The only purpose it serves is to